We're just asking agencies because we're interested in the community of the game.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You can buy anybody you want.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Is like, so what do you guys like? I just wanted to know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we upcoming streamers, upcoming My Hero streamers. You know, we just wanna like get inside the community and put a name for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to be different. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Yeah. So question one, who is your main on My Hero, man?
So I kind of go back and forth, but I'd have to say it'd be Overhaul as of right now. I've been playing a lot of that, and then it goes between him and Momo.
Okay, Momo takes a lot of skill. I'm not gonna lie, bro. So kudos to you, man. Kudos to you.
Yeah, thank you. She's become a lot kind of obsolete a little bit just because of all these sky characters or mobility characters really. But I still love to play her from time to time. It's just becomes a little difficult when you got people like Hawks and now Ochaka that just stay up in the sky and just throw rockets at me. But
Exactly.
You're right about that. So the next question I got, how many times have you hit rank? I mean Ace, my bad.
Ace, so I've actually never hit Ace, and this season's the first time I've even hit Expert. I never really played ranked matches up until just recently because I didn't realize there was rewards for it. Just we played a lot of casual, never really did, like I said, a bunch of ranked. But now that I see the benefits of playing ranked, definitely going to be playing a lot more of it from here on out. And I do want to reach Ace rank this season, which I'm really close, but you still got to put in that grind,
Yeah, it is hard to reach Ace. I'll give you that.
Yeah. These lobbies get pretty sweaty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So do you play with crossplay on or crossplay off?
No, do not play with crossplay on. I've been hearing too many hacker situations and cheaters in the lobbies, and the biggest thing that I'm worried about, and one of the things that I was, a little mostly concerned with, is my account getting hacked into. I've put in a lot of time and effort into playing this game in particular, and for me to, because I've been playing since season 1, and so
Oh, you're an OG beta player.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm one of the OGs, and dude, this game's fun. I've seen all sorts of crazy stuff between the infinite green support card ability to the Toga glitch where she's invincible throughout the entire match. Yeah, dude.
Oh, you are OG.
Yeah, dude. That
infinite
stuff
speed
was,
boost eater?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, that shit was just crazy. And just a bunch of different characters getting a bunch of changes. Like, I remember Todoroki used to be one of the strongest. Like, they didn't touch Todoroki for the longest time, and then he kind of has fallen off the map a little bit. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of My Hero, and it's just it would suck to lose everything. So that's why I'm like, for that reason I don't play crossplay anymore or at all.
I completely understand that.
Okay, so who is your favorite character in My Hero? From the game, from the game to the show?
So, it's funny that you asked. I actually had never watched the show until this game came out.
Wow.
And so, the only reason I watched the show was because of the game. And even then, I waited till the final season of My Hero. Well, excuse me, the most recent season, which was season 7, to come out before I actually started watching, because I'm one of those binge watchers where I like to watch the entirety of the show, in succession before I even start it. So I waited for that reason. But like I said, Momo being one of my mains, I would say she's my favorite character in the show. But
really?
Yeah, dude. Like, I know she doesn't play a main role. It's just like I said, she was my favorite character in the game, and that's, like I said, I cheered for her big time. I'd be lying though if I said she was, she wasn't a bitch when I first started watching her. I'm like, seriously, Momo, like you kind of are just great. Like, I don't even want to play you because I'm sure you guys have seen the show, or maybe you haven't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like when she first started out, she just was extremely passive, and she just didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, she was always cocky.
Exactly, but
I think during that event, she got humbled during a license thing.
Exactly. And so, she was one of my favorites. But as I started watching the show more and more, so I have two favorites. Which I'm still mad they haven't put these characters in the game. My favorite hero is Mirko. I love her. She's awesome. She's just a straight badass dude. And even when she gets her kind of limbs torn apart, she's still fighting till the very end.
Yeah.
And then my favorite villain, Stain, which I'm still pissed that they have not put Stain in the game, man. Like, how do you have probably the one? He should have been one of like the first characters. Like, how are you gonna put Ibarra, a character that has like 2 lines in the show, in over Stain?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And that's a problem that I have with the game. There's too many heroes and not enough villains.
Dude, that's one thing we talk about all the times. Like, there's
take a break from the heroes. People want to see villains too.
Let's see some villains. Let's get them some love. Like, if it wasn't for the villains, you wouldn't have all these heroes. Like, come on, guys.
You're right about that, 100%, man, 100%. So the next question I got, if you had to pick a My Hero character to describe yourself, who would that be?
Ooh, that is a great question. Oh man, I don't know, to be honest with you. See, I see myself as a very friendly kind of personality, extremely humble for the most part. I like to listen to people. I'm always there if you need someone to talk to. So.
So Deku.
Yeah, then that's kind of what I was leaning towards, just kind of like a Deku character. Not because I think I'm the next. Yeah, the main or not the next prophecy or something like that. But it's just I kind of like his characteristics kind of correlate with my characteristics.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question. What game will you play if the servers was to ever shut down on My Hero?
Dude, don't ask me that question because I don't ever want to do that. But if I had to choose, probably Marvel Rivals. So I actually took a little bit of a break when that game first came out, and I was playing a lot of Rivals, and like my agency, my clan leader, which me and him started our clan from like the ground up. He threatened to kick me.
Who text you?
Correct. Yeah, the guy that you originally messaged, Moon.
Okay.
He threatened to kick me out because I wasn't contributing enough points, and that's something that we discussed. And that's something we discussed originally. Is like, hey, man, like we want people that are active, and we want contribution points, and because we're aiming for top 10, and dude, we're right there. We're 11th place right now. And so, like, he was...
11, that's impressive, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, we definitely made a lot of strides. Because when we first came out with our clan, we were, like, top... I think we were, like, 1,100 or something like that. And, like, we slowly built it up. And then, at first, it was just... We wanted active people. So if you were, like, 2-3 days going inactive, like, we'd keep you around. But, like, after 4 or 5, we'd kick you. And then, like, we slowly built it up to where now it's at the point to where you have to contribute at least 600,000 points to the agency. If not, you're getting booted. And last season was the first time that kind of became a problem where I was playing too much Rivals, and it was like, dude, you got to start playing. Yeah. It's like, you got to start playing, otherwise, you know the rules. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And so... I would say, if anything, I'd say Rivals is definitely that game. But if it wasn't Rivals, I'd probably say Rocket League.
Okay. That just head into our next question. Have you ever played either one of the One Justice games?
Negative. No, I actually don't even know if I am aware of those games.
Oh, they're fantastic. They're like they're similar to like Ninja Storm and stuff like that. They're Arena Fighter, but My Hero.
Oh shit! Really? So it's a battle royale style.
It's Arena Fighters.
Arena Fighters, okay.
Yeah,
I have never heard of it. Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, that's not free to play, is it?
Nah, they're cheap now because they've been out for a minute.
Fair enough.
Yeah, people still play them online. You can go online right now and load into a match.
Yeah, there's a lot of players on them games. People actually love them.
One Justice, right?
Yeah, One Justice. There's 2 of them. There's One Justice 2, which is the latest one.
Right. Okay. Yeah. we'll see.
Next question is, what character do you think take the most skill in My Hero Trouble?
So that one we kind of go back and forth on.
Okay.
I think we decided that Ayazawa was a highly skilled character that is just because he's got so many different combos that you can pull off, and kind of the same thing we said with Kirigiri. Like, because they just got so many different combos that you can do. Our biggest problem,
main, right?
Say again. Sorry.
That's your boy Moon main, right? Kirigiri?
Yeah, he would main him so much, and this is one of the reasons why we go back and forth on it. These characters are too glitchy, man. Like, when Ayazawa first came out, his alpha, there would be times where you'd hit somebody and it doesn't do anything. Or, yeah, exactly. Or, like, when you'd go to use his special action, it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't cancel anything out. They'd still be able to use their abilities or skills, and so... Like, we want to say that that's, kind of the whole reason they're technical is, like, there's a lot that they can do with their abilities, but it's just, the problem is they're so glitchy, and sometimes they don't work, and you can easily die because of those reasons, And so,
yeah, and I know that Shinzo has that same issue where if he grabs somebody, it doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
And I'm a Shinzo main since he came out, and I noticed that, and it annoys me because I've died to that.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just like, man, we want to play those characters. We do because they're a lot of fun and you can do so many different combinations. But it's just the fact that they're so glitchy is just it's not worth it because you try to do a move and then next thing you know you're dead.
Yep, I can't tell you how many times I've grabbed a Bakugo of my alpha and then he just shoots me in my face because it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, come on. So it's between that and then another one that we mentioned in that is Rapid Bakugo. Like he's just a really annoying character, but he's got some good tech. Like his movement is amazing.
That's actually my second favorite character.
Yeah, he can come in and just wreck house and then split in a matter of a second. So yeah, there's a few that we consider some of the top like as far as ability wise goes, is top tier.
Yeah. What I was about to ask? Are you a content creator, bro, or no? You don't do content?
No, I don't do content. It's something that I've considered doing, just never got into. I don't know if it's just because I just don't want to take that leap of faith, or it's just because I get a little too involved into like kind of my own personal life, and I'm like, I don't know if I have time for this. But I think what you guys do is awesome. I respect it. And I have,
thank you, bro.
Thank you guys, for inviting me here.
We appreciate it.
But, I have the utmost respect for the kind of stuff that you guys do because it takes a lot of effort, energy, and time, which is really your most valuable resource.
We just try to be different because if you watch My Hero content, I don't know if you watch My Hero content, like My Hero Trauma content, but I ain't never see nobody doing interviews like with the top agency ever. I want to be different to be the first YouTuber to do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, and we're not gonna lie to you guys. Like when you sent the message to Moon, we were really sketched out about it. It's like, interview? What the hell? Like, are these guys trying to hack into our accounts or like, what's going on? Like, it was just one of those things because nobody's ever done anything like that, And so that's what I'm like, and I appreciate you guys being different, and it's like it's cool to see that, and awesome, and that's why when. And I even told Moon, I'm like, dude, quit being a little bitch, dude. Just go do it. Like, come on, man. Not only you could get our name out there as far as our agency is concerned, but B, like, what if they're actually trying to do something that's different? Like, they're just, they're extending out a hand. Let's help out.
Yeah.
And so
that's what. It's always good to be different, man. It's always
it's good.
Exactly. That's how you stick out from the rest of the crowd because everybody does the same damn thing. Like 90% of the community will do the same thing, and so what you guys are doing, like, I really respect that, and that's cool,
Thank
man.
You, man.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that.
What's the name of your agency, bro?
Excuse me. So we are called the Kendo Crusaders.
Okay.
Yeah. So when our clan leader Moon, his favorite character is Kendo, and when she got her most recent buff, she was going off, bro. Like, she was just clapping people's cheeks to no avail. Like, Kendo? Oh yeah, dude.
Kendo.
She's
Kendo, the girl with the big hand. Okay, G.
yeah. That's what I was referring to. Is just the character
okay,
itself.
okay.
Yeah. Moon's a dude. So, but yeah, no. Kendo is just She would clap. You know, she has some good abilities. Her hand is her big hands. Her clapping ability is amazing. But one thing that Moon kind of figured out with Kendo is that her rocks are what you want to level up, and you want to stick to those, because if you get those up to level 9, they're doing, I think, 160, 180 per hit. It's if you hit them good, and they don't have any knockdown ability. Like it's just continuous, and so you catch somebody in a good little stun lock, or you keep them there for a second. She's OP, bro. Like a good Kendo is scary, man. Like it's bad.
Yeah, it's super scary. Don't get me wrong. You can break her shield. It ain't like Kirishima Bill where it can't get breaking, but she can still be crazy, bro. That's her only downfall. You can break her shield. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, yeah. And he's been playing Kendo since the day one, and absolutely fell in love with her.
Props to him.
Yeah, and he's figured out some crazy shit. Like during the whole glitch and everything. I don't know if you guys were able to do this, but we created a thing, and I'm sure a lot of other people did this. I'm not trying to take credit for it, but we created the Kendo Airlines thing, where she would run up a wall and jump up, and if you just use her air melee, she'd like float in the air forever. And so he just fell in love with the character, and like I said, when the buff came out, it was just the Kendo Crusaders. That name just kind of fit our agency and kind of our style of play. But we're still kind of in the process of maybe changing our name this upcoming season. Just depends on how things go. Yeah. I personally would love to stick to this name because I love it, but we'll see.
Yeah. By the sound of it, it's like y'all pretty close as an agency. Y'all pretty close as like friends, and y'all play the game quite often.
Yeah. That is very true. We've got a whole Discord for our entire agency, and I'm sure a lot of other agencies have this, but everybody's constantly hitting each other up. It's like, hey, we need a second or a third, and for the most part, we usually all team up, and we have a good not necessarily like a good team, but we got a nice community going as far as our agency is concerned, and we for a little bit we're doing customs every Sunday at like 2 p.m. whatever, and I would say there was a good 20 to 25 of us in the custom games, but we kind of took a step back from that because we realized that that's taking up a lot of time. Because we go for like 2-3 hours, and with customs, you don't get any sort of contribution points towards your agency.
Yeah, you don't get no XP.
Exactly. And so it's just like it's a lot of fun. Don't get us wrong, especially when you got your guild and you're playing amongst peers. But we're like I said, we're trying to hit that top 10, and we're like, I think we're gonna need to take a break from that for a while. So, but as far as being close, we all get along, and we like to, give each other a good time, and sometimes we like to give each other a hard time, but, you only do that to people that you like, so.
Yeah. Facts. Understandable.
So where do you see your agency? Where do you see your agency in like a year or two, say?
So as far as, how well we do, we're just trying to hit top 10, man. We would love to get into the top 5, like that would be great, but it's such a grind, bro. Anything from like 5 and above, it's like you see these guys are putting in work. They're established, they're very well put together, and it's just a lot of work. So we really just want to hit top 10, and we want to kind of stay right there. And the main thing because of that is because the end of the season rewards that you get, between tickets, all these little extra things that you get. Like we noticed that there was a big climb between top 10 and above, but it's just getting into like top 5 is just like I said, it's a grind, and we would love to, but we want to have fun. We don't want to be just grinding all the time. It's like we like to play casual. We like to do stupid stuff all the time. Like for instance, recently Moon has been playing Kirigiri a lot, and what we do is we'll kidnap somebody, bring them into a room, block them off from any sort of exit. Yeah. We definitely have a good, we're just doing it because we think it's funny, man. Like, we're not doing it because we just want to
be toxic.
Exactly. It is a very toxic thing to do. Yes, absolutely. We understand that. But we're just having fun with it, man. Like, it's not anything that we're super serious. But to be fair at the same time, like, it's a really good strategy, man. You're taking a fight that could potentially be a 3v3 situation, and your team is, like, extremely well put together as far as composition goes, and, your characters bouncing off one another. And you're taking them into a 1v3 situation. And I'm sure you have felt this. You, as that person, are probably panicking. Like, you're like, oh shit, like, what the hell do I do? Like, I know that's what I would be thinking. I'm like, I don't want to be here right now. Get me the fuck out of here. So you're looking for any and every exit to get out. But like I said, it's just, we like to have fun like that. Or another thing is what we do is that we do what we call a double Ibarra grab, where Ibarra will go in and use her gamma, grab somebody with her vines, and then whether it's Ayazawa, Shinzo, or anybody with a grapple ability will pull them away before she finishes her attack, and we just kind of go back and forth, and if you can't really do that kind of stuff with just random teammates, because that takes a lot of coordination.
Yeah.
And so we'll hop into training and we'll do stuff like that, but.
Okay. That's good, man. That sounds good. Is there anything you want to say, Joe? No, that's it.
To somebody that just started this game and like wants to climb the ranks, or like wants their agency to climb the ranks, what would you tell them?
Keep grinding. It is a grind, bro. Because you have people that have been playing this game since season 1, day 1, basically, And so these people have put in their time, they put in the effort, they know every single character, what their abilities are, their movement, their timing of the skill, their abilities. And so, like, for anybody that's completely new, put in the time, go to training. That is the number one thing that I can recommend, is go to training and figure out these characters. Because not every character is similar. And that's what's great about this game, is like every character is very different. They all have their own abilities. And like even from characters that have multiple skill sets, like, yeah, they have the same special action, but their skills, like from their alpha, beta, and gamma, are very different, and they all work a little differently. And so the biggest thing is go to training, put in the time, put in the work to figure out these characters, and you'll start to understand this game a little bit more. And then, of course, you gotta grind in casuals and competitive. But the biggest thing is, man, just go to training and try to figure out each individual character. And you don't have to spend hours on end to do it. Just try to mess around in training. Do like 10 minutes here with a character, 10 minutes there, and just try to figure out how each character works.
All right, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. All right.
That's it for me. You got anything, okay, G?
No, that's it, man. Thank you for giving us your time, bro. Thank you for the interview, bro. And if you ever want to see this video when it release, my YouTube channel is LKGXL. I don't know if you will post it, but
mine is
Yeah, it's actually funny. One of our teammates that I was just playing with, his name's Weather. He recognizes you from YouTube. Because we were trying to figure out who you were at first when you messaged us, and he's like, oh, and then Moon finally said the name. He's like, oh yeah, OKGXL. He creates content on YouTube, does this stuff and the other. So yeah, man, if you release this at some point, I would absolutely love to, watch and listen to all these kind of different, because I'm sure you're doing multiple interviews, so I would love to hear what everybody kind of has to say.
Yeah, this
from
is my first one.
Standpoint.
I'm going to be interviewing like other ranks. I mean, other agencies. This is the first one. So yeah,
well,
man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm happy I could be your first. I hope I got you some good content.
No, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You
You
did. A lot
did.
of
We
questions. I
appreciate
mean,
it.
answers, bro. I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. But once again, man, thank you guys for what you guys are doing. Keep up the good and hard work, and I appreciate you guys having me here. And thank you for your time, guys.
No problem, man.
Thank you.
Thank you,
No
man. You
problem,
too.
man.
Have a
Thank you
blessed
very
day,
much. We
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah, likewise. All right, thanks, fellas.
Take care, man.